Welcome back to Excel, a mental evolution podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Seth Rose. And today is episode 54. We're continuing the Tranquility by Tuesday time management strategies outlined by Laura Vanderkam, where she has these rules and tips for people who live chaotic or stressful lives. Maybe you're an athlete that is on the day-to-day and things are kind of just like going. These tips can be super helpful to kind of recharge, calm down, and slow down amidst your everyday responsibilities. And for this one, she's talking about taking one night for you. So I want to kind of just highlight that it's really important, even for athletes, to recharge outside of your sport. We want to make sure that we are expanding our identity, right? And what I mean by that is we are not just our sport. And it's important to have things outside of sport that fulfill us and that help us to expand that identity. And it's also important to have things outside of sport to help us kind of shut off that training mindset or that go mindset, and to really just kind of, recharge. So this you time is supporting your mental recovery. It's preventing performance fatigue. It's mitigating burnout over time. It's helping you grow as a more holistic, fulfilled being. And it also helps stretch your identity. When you think of like a puzzle, how much of your sport is part of that puzzle? Is it one big piece that takes up most of it? Or do you have a bunch of little pieces around it that make up the rest of that puzzle? So it's helping you re-engage every time you go back to your sport, feeling refreshed. So taking this one night for you can help, this personal time can help and be critical for long-term resilience and performance. Plenty of professional athletes dedicate weekly time to their personal interests and rest. They emphasize intentional breaks. And so what does that mean for you? For you, really that's setting a weekly personal night and dedicating one evening each week to a hobby or a project, or maybe just a relaxing solo activity that's purely for your enjoyment. And the second tip is to prioritize it like any other commitment. So treat this time as essential and resist the urge to compromise it for any other obligations. And the last thing is experiment with different activities. So trying different self-care activities or creative pursuits to discover what really helps you recharge and mentally recover the most effective. And maybe you find something that, is a new hobby that you pick up and you do it much more consistently than just the one night a week. But choosing to take one night for you as an athlete, as a performer, very important. We didn't even talk about, if you're a parent, a teacher, a business person, you have a family, trying to also follow this rule can help you recharge outside of your other obligations as well. So that way you can show up to whatever you are much more fresh, refreshed, and having more long-term sustainable performance over time. All right, thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you on the next one.